You might be aware there was a trailer shown at CinemaCon 2023 of Aquaman 2 featuring you-know-who, and this year's from Glamour. They talk about it just a little bit. It's called the Aquaman 2 debut trailer featuring Amber Heard. Here's everything you need to know from April 26, 2023. So let's remember that they feature Amber's name in the trailer and her face on the first page. Let's see what they got. We knew it was coming out, but we finally have some news about the forthcoming Aquaman 2. James Wan's Aquaman made a whopping $1.1 billion at the box office, so a DCU sequel was pretty much guaranteed. Now we know the movie sequel Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is officially on the way with James Wan back at the helm. Yeah, we knew the sequel was officially on the way. Thank you for the great reporting, Glamour. They talk about the storyline, which we're not very concerned about. They also mention Momoa, which is the main reason people will be seeing this movie. And then they mention that at CinemaCon 2023, a trailer was shown for the movie. They want to make sure people shine light on Amber Heard's role. Because out of all the articles Glamour could write, out of all the things they want to talk about these days, it's got to be about Amber Heard's role in Aquaman 2. Why? Well, the only reason could be is they're rooting for Amber. What will Aquaman 2 be about? I'll answer that question. The ocean. Fishies swimming around. Jason Momoa. People not seeing it. Let's continue. James Wan says it'll be about beautiful, strange new worlds. It's an action-adventure story with a really fun bromance between Arthur and Orm, he said. Orm was a villain the first time around, but this time Arthur needs him. The director promised fans the film have everything you love about the first film, but more, of course. What a typical thing to say. It's gonna have what the first one had, but more. And they continue to tell us more about the story. It seems alright, but nothing special. No great follow-up to a $1.1 billion movie. It just seems pretty average. Having said that, if the movie is good, all things considered, I'll admit it. That's fine. I'll judge it fairly, but I'm gonna have some pretty high standards, like usual anyway. High standard, comparing it to Dune. Pretty much, that's the comparison for a good movie these days for me. Other confirmed cast members include Amber Heard. According to Deadline, Mera makes a short cameo in the middle of the battle scene, but does not have a speaking role. Well, that sounds more like bad news than good news if you're a fan of Miss Mera here. Speaking roles are usually what actors want in big movies like DC budget movies. Heard's role in the sequel came under question during her high-profile defamation trial with ex-husband Johnny Depp last year. During the trial, Heard testified that her part in the film was significantly cut down after Depp's legal team called her abuse claims a hoax with parentheses. It's a hoax with parentheses, because we know Glamour feels that's probably not what it was, but that's okay, Glamour. We know whose side you're on. They also mention the film head, Walter Hamada at DC, said Amber and Jason Momoa didn't have good chemistry. Well, that's another downer. And that was a pretty honest thing for him to say, by the way. Thank you, Walter. And they go on to mention some other confirmed members of the cast. So, wait a minute, let's think about this for one quick minute. The title of the article mentions Amber Heard. They've got a picture of her, but the actual article isn't about her whatsoever. They've got one regurgitated paragraph about the court case, and they've got the information that she has no speaking lines in this battle scene. So it seems like Glamour here is putting her face up there to make it look special when the article is really not so much about her. I gotta wonder why, but I know the answer. The answer is, obviously, they support you-know-who, Aquaman 2, and Mera. So if you've got the choice, you might want to skip some Glamour articles, but that's up to you. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.